Who is this? Does he have an ally? Or is that just a vassal? Chief of Ross? Oh, that's right, because they conquered some Scottish land from Vikings in Holy War or something. Middle East ravaged by plague. An ominous shadow looms over the regions of the Middle East, as the plague has left little but tragedy in its wake. The reports are scarce, but upon hearing the tales of lone refugees walking the roads, often the sole survivor of a family, the hearts of many are torn as to why God would allow this to happen. When will it end? I don't know. God allowed this to happen, so... He allowed this to happen, so... I'm not that surprised. God's kind of being a jerk this playthrough, if I'm being honest. And look, he took away my just trait just for saying that, and made me over my domain limit. Thanks, man. Persia ravaged by plague. The trade routes of the east have become less traveled, as reports of the plague spreading in the Persian expanse have increased in frequency. Entire villages are gone from the world of the living, disregarding the wealth and good harvests the area was enjoying. The reality is stark, as death continues to spread and despair paves its road. So in order to fix... Oh, my... That was actually fortuitous. I was like... Well, I can't really marry someone new at this point without requesting a divorce, and then my wife died, so now I can just go ahead and pick someone with high stewardship, and I won't have to change away from my hunting focus. Sometimes these things work out, people. Yeah, very high stewardship. Dorothea. Let's do it. I'll lose prestige for marrying the relative of a chief. Don't really care. What's her religion? I didn't check, but... Yeah. See, sometimes I get befuddled by this interface. Yeah, let's just do it. If she's Orthodox or something, I'll make her convert. She is Orthodox. How did I know? Oh, she won't convert. What if I give her shiny things? There we go. There we go. There, that works. Oh shit, I like that graphic. Is that the Celtic Queen crown graphic? I don't think I've ever seen that particular headwear before. That's cool, I like it. Alright, so one more siege here. And then let's go wipe this army. Actually, that's a powerful vassal. We'll leave his army intact in case he decides he wants to rebel or something. And yeah, let's go ahead and offer peace and force demands. We've usurped the county of Warwick. So now I'm over my vassal limit. So let's see what we can do about that. So in terms of vassals... Let's actually look at de jure duchies, and we want the ones that are specifically very small. So this one is actually quite small. Henbon, she's Breton. She's also a Breton. She has a stewardship of 8, stewardship of 15. Okay, so we're going to make her our first ducal vassal, I think. So let's go ahead and go to her county. Let's go de jure. East Anglia, we need a little bit more money. It'll come in seconds. Oh yeah, we need to stand down our armies first. Children lack. Okay, so she's idolizer, curious, and brooding. She'd make an okay steward. Wouldn't make a very good scholar. She'd make a good diplomat. Let's do diplomacy for her. Saddle my horse. East Anglia, come on. No, we're not going to fall for your seduction. Create! And we're going to give it to her. There we go. So we now have one official duchess in our realm. Not going to go any higher than that as far as title ranks go. I don't want anyone becoming a king. Well, I'm still a king. I'm not even an emperor yet, so I guess I don't really have to worry about it. But I want to keep my vassals relatively small, is the idea. Harmony and contentment. They want to betroth their granddaughter to... Is this Galicia? Not Asturias? Is he, like, anywhere high in the line of succession? He's heir to the bishopric of Braga. No, sorry. I'd rather keep her in the realm. Whoa! Black Death. Yeah, so this... Wrath of the Old Gods. In response to the new era of crusades and jihads against the Abrahamic monotheists, the great high priest has informed all the Aztec priests of his plans for a magnificent Aztec pagan response. What response were you needing? Because you've won seriously every war you've fought so far. I don't know where this need for a grand response is coming from. In fact, all pagan heads of religion may now declare great holy wars. I think the Aztec Empire is currently the only pagan religion that has a religious head. So, lock up your son and daughter. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, nope. Not falling for seduction. Lacks education focus. Struggle. Oh, wait. She already has done that. Willful, playful, fussy. Playful, fussy. She'd be terrible at that. She'd actually be a great spy. So let's train you to be a spy. I think we can send the knights after that one. Some random Aztec kid has arrived at my court. I don't know why. Oh no, it's an Aztec woman who is pregnant, and her husband has a strong claim on a county that was revoked from him or something. I don't know. Spend weeks in the wilderness searching for any trace of my prey. Yeah, it's my own failure. Nope. Alright, we might need to raise some levies to deal with these guys. The plague approaches. Mobs of new people are arriving in Oxford. Most of the newly arrived are commoners fleeing the plague that has reached Middlesex, just beyond the borders of our realm. Some have lost their whole families, some are trying to protect theirs, and a few are travelers or merchants that had an easier time moving. All of them seem to have witnessed indescribable horrors. Hardly any will talk about it at all. The ones that do talk warn others of the coming plague and urge them to stay inside or pack their things and flee. So, when and if it gets to Devon, that's when we'll shut the gates. Until then, I'm just going to not lead any armies. I'm going to forbid myself from leading armies. And just going to stay at home. Because home is where the plague isn't. Construction of the building in Devon's not going well. Okay, well... Can you make it go better? The troubling matter of the recent sabotage... I've learned who's behind it all. None other than my spy master, Bishop Aldrin of Exeter. I leave it up to you to deal with him. That evil backstabbing bastard. I'll let it slip. We've got plagues to worry about. Nope. Not taking your gifts. Oh, it's in Dorset. The plague is in Dorset. Please let that hospital pay off. If it could just skip over Devon. Just skip right over it. I mean, I know our prosperity has lowered our disease resistance by 15%. We'll throw all of our money away. I eventually just need to tell her that it's never going to happen. No plague. No plague. No plague. Oh, yeah. A lot of my vassals are about to be... Hey, the first Aztec child born on English soil. There she is. Nellie. Whoa, Nellie. Okay, so... I inherited Sussex from whoever... Let's go ahead and search the realm for men who are not rulers, are of my culture and my religion. And say adult, yes. Strong, maybe he can survive the plague. To Sussex with you. Alright, let's see how that goes. India ravaged by plague. The plague is spread across India from the North River Plains to the southernmost tip of Kanyakumari. While the people sought refuge in the temples at first, now they too lay deserted, only corpses bowing before the gods. Bodies bloated beyond recognition float down the Ganges. Still hasn't really affected Germany yet. It's making its way into the Low Countries, but Eastern, Northern Europe, and German region have been largely spared. The steppe has been largely spared. Even Bengal is doing okay. Africa hasn't really been hit yet. Just don't come to Devon. We don't want any plagues in Devon. Yeah, see, this is why I try to appoint courtiers who already have kids or are likely to have kids, because I know that I'm just going to be handing it out again if they die childless. Wow, I'm like running out of good military commanders here. And the plague is in Devon. Shut the gates. Shut them. Shut the gates. Shut those gates. Some commoners have already gathered outside as your guards start closing the gates. A decisive thump silences the curious chatter coming from the other side. So we're officially... We're in here. We're stuck in here and we're not going anywhere. What does being over vassal limit do exactly? Negatively affect the amount of taxes and levies you get from your vassals. Might lose the grip of them upon death. Okay, so we should probably, just in case we die of the plague, let's see if we can form some other crappy little... Yeah, like this kid, we could hand him... That wouldn't actually lower my vassal limit, though, because I own Warwick directly. So are we out of 3 county duchies that we could give out? I don't want to give out anything in de jure Wales. So I guess the next one I would be willing to give up is Kent. My culture, my religion, stewardship of 0, so no. My culture, my religion, stewardship of 6, no kids. And he's already mad at me because he's a powerful vassal that doesn't have a council seat. She has a kid. She has a stewardship of 5. My culture, my religion. Yeah, we'll give it to the Countess of Surrey. Grant landed title. Duchy of Kent. There we go. Alright, realm stabilized for now. Of course, now she's probably going to be mad that she's not on the council. Alright, playing Wait Out the Plague. Wait, is it gone already? No, it's still there. Okay. I didn't see the smoke, so I was like, that would be crazy. The cult of... I'm actually going to attempt this. I have a very rudimentary understanding of the Nahuatl language. I believe that that would be pronounced the cult of Huitzil Apoctli. Apoctli. That's a hard sound to make. It's that sound. The Easterners across the sea have more religions than a parrot has feathers, but the Aztec faith has now been reformed and reorganized to better stand against the heathens. Several warrior priests have also founded a new holy order, the cult of Huitzilopochtli, devoted to the Aztec deity of war. This cult is bent on forceful conversion of the world, preferably with lots of human sacrifices in the process. So they have their own holy order now. Due to the affliction spreading through Breton, I've been forced to seclude myself. That's good. Do what you need to do, man. At least it's hitting the Saxons, too. Quentin, it informs you that my court chaplain is suffering from the current epidemic. Having to stay with the rest of you inside these walls puts him at risk. He's one-handed and has gout, so he probably doesn't have long left anyway, so... yeah, let's expel him. Sorry, man. Hopefully you understand. Ah, my grandson died. Well, his stats weren't amazing. My steward, Count Wolf, wants to talk about the old tunnels under the castle. The argument is that they should be maintained better now that times are rough. You never know when you'll have to get out quickly. So... I can rummage through my things and hand him a map of the tunnels. Or I can... okay, so is he trying to get out of the castle, or... yeah, I'll give him the map. I trust him. My liege! Count Wolf catches up with you as you're strolling down the main hall. He looks concerned, and you order him to spit it out, whatever the news is. The tunnels, my lord, he breathes, and continues to tell you that it seems somebody has been using them. Guards have stumbled upon tools and torches recently used by the looks of it. So someone's trying to get out of the castle. This is a great opportunity for an ambush. Or this is a disaster, steal the tunnels, and I might lose brave. Let's try to ambush whoever's trying to escape here. Your guards have captured someone in the tunnels. Paren the Silent. However, the person does not seem to be completely stable. Your guards' faces are not showing the usual bloodthirst when they present Paren the Silent. A starved-looking and oddly jumpy person. I don't trust her at all. Not in the slightest. Let's hear what she has to say for herself. Throw her in the dungeon. It would almost be a mercy to execute her, you say. See, if I was playing this by myself, I would probably execute her just to avoid the problems. But since I'm making a video series out of this, let's go ahead and open up the can of worms. Let's see what she has to say. I approach the locked door warily. Inside, Paren is talking quietly to herself. The guard tells you that she claims to have had a lover at court. They were on their way back into the castle when her beloved fell ill. Devastated from the loss, she remained in the tunnels. She doesn't seem all there, my lord. So I can let her join my court. Whatever disease took the lover of Paren obviously left her immune. The somewhat jittery Paren joins your court, or I can't risk it, she has to go. Even if you were to believe the story, she has likely been exposed to the disease. This is the more interesting option. I'm gonna go with what's more interesting, even if it risks everyone in the castle dying of plague. You're heading for bed when a late night snack when you hear steps behind you in the corridor. Who should it be at this hour? You halt, pretending to admire tapestry, and the steps die out. Someone is definitely following you. As you enter your chambers, you draw your knife, hide behind the door, and await your pursuer. Go ahead. I am ready. I have a personal combat skill of 4. Bring it the hell on. Also, I have a hunting dog. You almost jump out of your skin when the door's handle slowly begins to move. You knew it! As soon as the hooded figure steps over the threshold, you throw yourself at them, howling, and the two of you fall to the floor. The assassin fights fiercely, and soon she has the upper hand. Fortunately, your battle cry was heard by the guards, and they rush in to save you. So she was an assassin. I knew it. I knew I couldn't trust her. But who sent her? That's the question. Excruciating pain is shooting through your whole body, originating from the stump where your leg used to be. I'm now one-legged. So she cut my leg off. That's what I get for trusting her sob story. I get -1 to leg. So I won't really be a great duelist after this, but other than that, it's not that bad of a trait to have.